Hey everybody, welcome back to Digi Bros. Who's
It
paused?
ain't no joke.
I am paused. All right.
I'd like to buy the
hold on,
world
let me
Put down
take
your drink and I'll pause.
and teach the world to sing
All right, everyone.
in perfect harmony.
We're on World 2, Level 1, I think? Yep.
Yeah.
Swag.
I was gonna bring up something before the last episode ended.
Yeah. Were you?
But I decided to hold off till this episode. You know
Oh,
what was
well.
you know what was a really interesting
Don't
moment
mind me.
for me when I was becoming internet famous as a brony guy?
Yeah.
Was there was this was basically the moment that that
Oh,
made me first
fuck,
realize
dude.
like
Jesus.
I need to stop
wow,
running at this
you
part.
guys are fucking
We're like
Yeah.
hauling ass and just fall right off.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, like the moment that it like hit me like how big I was becoming and like what it meant to be like
Yes.
getting big was when I realized
What it
that
meant
I
to
had
be
more
Digibro.
subscribers than a lot of my favorite bands. Like
Wow.
it was fairly early on too because at first it was like from my favorite brony musician, which was So Great and Powerful, and he had like maybe 7,000 subs. And like when I passed him, it was like I had been such a huge fan of his work. He was like one of my favorite musicians, and it was like, oh my god, I've got more subs than someone who I consider like, you know, like an important
Awesome.
part of my life kind of
Yes.
thing. Like someone like one of my favorite artists. And I'm passing them in the amount of people who care about my work. I was actually a little mad about it at first. I was like, man, this guy deserves more than what I have. It's fucking
Yes.
So great and powerful. How could I have more people liking my stuff than him? You
Oh,
know?
shit.
And then like
Oh, you
over
fucked
time,
me.
it would be like,
Oh,
you know,
Trevor! Oh, I jumped off of you!
Yes!
Yes! This game is amazing!
there's like
I jumped off this motherfucker while he was dying. This is the most evil game in the world.
go, Conrad, go.
I mean, there's a lot of different like metrics of success and stuff where like, you know, obviously YouTube subscribers is not the best way to judge like a big band. For a long time, I had more subs than
shit.
Portugal the Man on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because they had like 50K. And I was like, when I passed them, I was like, I was like, I can't possibly have more fans
I
than
mean, no one
Portugal the Man.
subscribes to bands on YouTube.
A lot of people do. Like, the biggest YouTube channels are mostly bands or artists.
Well,
like
those are
Rihanna
like
and
Vivo.
shit. Right. But
Ugh.
like, but yeah, it was just like, wow, I've passed Portugal the Man in subs. And this was also at the time when they were just starting to get like really popular, where
Yeah.
like Evil Friends had just come out and stuff, and like they were just starting to get in like all the commercials and radio and stuff like that, whereas they were, you know, mostly somewhat obscure before then.
Yes.
But it was just like, man, how is this even possible that this band I've been listening to forever, you know, has fewer subs than me? Or like, I'm sure I have a bigger fan base, at least I did, than like Clipping when they came out.
Yeah.
Where like Clipping had probably sold like 1,000 albums. They had like 200 subs on their YouTube channel,
Wow.
you know? Like, they're a lot bigger now because their second album was on Sub Pop Records, and they made a video for like every fucking song on the
God.
album.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, yeah, and
Sweet.
even then though, I don't know. Like, I'm sure I'm bigger than Milo, who I was big into for a while when I started making videos.
I like
you know,
that one album. I think you showed it. I'm pretty sure you
things
did.
that happen at night or day.
I think so. Whichever one has he like could date Sailor Moon.
Yeah. If I wasn't such a lazy coon, I could probably hold
yes.
Dance with Sailor Moon.
Yeah,
That's on
that
Things That
one.
Happen at Night.
That
was the
album.
first
I like that
song
album.
I got into.
Yeah. That's my favorite by him probably as well. That or Cavalcade.
Oh God. Fuck.
But yeah, so it was just like really weird and interesting to be like, I can't believe I'm outperforming like my favorite artists.
Oh,
you
dude,
know?
this is cool.
And
This is like all those shitty indie games.
it's funny too, and I'm really glad this happened, but I'm completely jaded to the idea of being internet famous. I think it happens pretty quickly to most internet famous people. Like, I mean, it helps that I have had this long cooling off period where not nearly as many people give a shit about my work, you know? Or they treat it more... Because, like, when I was big in brony fandom, people treated me like I was some kind of fucking god, you know?
Yes.
Like, they treated me like the work I was doing was the best work that anyone was doing on Earth, that I was this...
Oh, well.
I was the greatest mastermind of all internet creation, and like, you know... So, which, of course, me already being a man with a giant ego, I loved, you know.
course.
And, of course, I relished in it at, like, BronyCon when all these people were asking me
Yes,
for autographs
when
and
you were a
stuff like that,
celebrity.
you know. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But at the same time,
cool.
it got tiring, and you know, there was a point where when I started going out with my ex-girlfriend, where I was just like, guys, I can't be this famous, like, everyone, you know, talking to everyone guy anymore. I can't deal with it, you know. And it calmed down so much after Pony. We're like, even though like a lot of people respect my work now, no one treats it that way. No one acts like it's the greatest thing they've ever fucking seen in their entire life, you know. It's just
a bunch of spaz-ass fucking bronies.
You make some cool internet videos, you know, whatever. Hey, it's a star.
Yeah, you actually need those to get to like open the gates.
Dude, yes, look, he's so happy. I'm just jumping on him. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, you can do that with the NPCs.
Dude, yes, look at him. He's just having a good day.
You need the stars to open the gates to the castles and some other stuff.
Where are we going?
There's a door over here. What were you saying, Conrad?
I'm not sure anymore.
You were just talking.
I think I was done with that.
Yeah, you were talking about how you were impressed, how you are like surprised you had more subs than your favorite musicians.
Well, like.
And then you went on to a tangent about Milo, I think, maybe. I can't really tell.
You're like a few minutes behind. But yeah.
You have to get to a structure of realizing that like Conrad's not always going to like a definite point. Like you have to just let the conversation flow out of existence.
He starts like 5 things and then like that's it.
I made the first point, and then I branched off into another point.
You have to ignore the sub points.
Yeah.
Right. And then like find what the main point was.
Well, really what you have to do is you have to have faith in the idea that I know where I'm going,
okay,
and that I will eventually make it home. But like, you know,
let's go do that Bowser statue.
I think Victor spends 50% of all our conversations going, at some point, I hope this is gonna make sense. And then if it doesn't, he'll be like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Yeah. I can't get the song "Fuck Jackie Chan" out of my head. That's like
dude, I've got fucking Smash Mouth "Walking on the Sun" stuck in my head. So
like every
time
I stop talking in my head, it's just "Fuck Jackie Chan."
What is this shit?
That's me.
Why? Why was that?
This is like the cool levels you unlock with stars.
So cool.
I got the first song from Evil Friends stuck in my head, which is Plastic Soldiers, right?
Yeah,
I love that
I don't like
song.
That song at all. I skip it every time.
I really like that song.
Wow.
All right, get on this platform.
I don't really like Evil Friends that much as an album. I really just like the song "Evil Friends."
Oh, because there's a star down there.
Portugal the Man fan.
I think. I like all their albums.
Didn't you get into them with Evil Friends?
I did. That's like what got me into them. But yeah, there we go. Oh, it's a scam. I've listened to all their albums. Their first albums are really interesting. They're like way more like progressive and like more like rock.
I like their.
I don't even know how to explain it.
Their first album's great. I was never as into Church Mouth.
Their first album's probably like my favorite one.
Or Censored Colors, even though
really?
It's good.
Yes.
I definitely think
their first album's your favorite album?
And it's just like in a really different way, where it's like
I thought for sure Satanic Satanist was your favorite.
Yeah, but I've listened to it so many fucking times that I'm it doesn't do the same thing for me anymore, which is depressing.
I gotta look at the screen for this one.
I really need to take a long break from it, because it's like the only thing I never take out of my iPod. Right. Like it's just always there.
That and like In the Mountain and the Cloud, both are I've heard like way more times than anyone should.
It's fun.
I really like Evil Friends, and it's probably because of Danger Mouse, and a lot of people don't like Danger Mouse, but I like that.
I've liked most of the stuff he's been on. I just don't like him for them. And I do think it's like the production has like a lot to do with what I don't like about it.
Oh yeah, the blue screen. It was like the DS.
It's like a way different like.
Well, their songs are like way longer on that.
You threw me off a cliff, you jackass.
I didn't mean to throw you. I'm sorry.
Son of
a
bitch.
It used.
Oh god.
It used to be that the typical Portugal the Man song was only like 2 to 3 minutes long at the most, and usually they.
Sorry, Vic.
They have like some kind of major change halfway through, like, especially on their early albums. They would always like start off one way and end up another way. And then Evil Friends is more like traditional 4.5 minute verse, chorus, verse stuff.
Like a pop song.
Yeah, and
shit, my voice set that off.
It didn't do for me the same way. Whereas Evil Friends did, because it does have like a change and it is shorter. You know, where it starts off with the slow part and then it goes into the main song.
I totally love the first song, Plastic Soldiers, because it sets up that theme.
Yeah, it's kind of like the theme keeps coming back. It's like a motif.
And definitely, exactly. And at the end, they like directly reassess.
The end, if you ever see them live, you realize that the last song on all of their albums is a is just Hey Jude, and then when they play it live, they just do a medley of all of it, and then they end it with Hey Jude.
They play when they end their shows with the last song from In the Mountain in the Cloud. What the fuck is that song called?
It's Sleep Forever.
Sleep Forever.
But they also did that. Man, they combined it with Everyone Is Golden and the last song on the Evil Friends.
I don't think Everyone Is Golden is the exact same.
It's pretty
chord progression.
It's similar.
Oh god.
Like it leads into the other ones. And I've
and
seen
Everyone
other
Is
live
Golden
stuff
is
where
not
they
the
did
last
Everyone
song
Is
on
Golden.
that album either.
Anyways,
the
last song
but
is
it's basically the last song.
The
sunrise I used to see.
I definitely think "Sleep Forever" is a good song to.
Sleep Forever is my favorite.
That's a good.
That's a good suicide playlist.
I have cried. That is the only song I've ever cried to, and I've cried to it like multiple times.
Man, I've cried to so many.
I tear up just like thinking about Sleep Forever.
That is a very sad song.
I just wanna sleep. I never thought of it as sad.
It's definitely about just.
I just remember one time where I was really fucked up on my medications, and then like I missed my doctor appointment.
Never think of it as sad, but.
That's a good song to end on, though. But
I'd like to finish that story.
Finish it.
oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No one's talking. Finish your story.
My story of Sleep Forever is that there was one time when I was on antidepressants for a while, and I was just like super fucked up. Like they have the worst side effects, and they really just make you way more depressed and suicidal than you ever fucking were in the first place.
Yeah.
And so I was like really losing my shit on these meds, and then I was supposed to go to the doctor and get like a different prescription, and then like I missed the appointment for some reason, and then I was just like at my computer, I was fucking dying, and I just started crying, and I put on Sleep Forever, and I was just like, and then like my dad comes home and he tries to talk to me, and he just sees that I'm crying, and he like just comes up and just hugs me, and I'm just crying, and I was just like, this is the fucking most dramatic thing of my life. Just fucking bawling and listening to Sleep Forever.
I did that with a Sufjan Stevens song.
That's why I don't take antidepressants.
I forget. It's from Illinois. It might be the title track, maybe. But it made me cry. But no one came and fucking hugged me. Because I'm alone in this world. But it is very dramatic. But music can touch you in ways you never knew.
That is my special song. And it always reminds me of like...
a few songs,
it reminds me of our bro hike. And that's why it's special to me.
And I really want
to a lot of Portugal the Man on the last hike.
I really want to go on one of those.
Whenever I'm bro nostalgic, then I'll put on Sleep Forever.
Hopefully we'll do one sometime this summer.
And they have a music video with that song where it's just like footage of nature, so it's just like
and it's just him in like the fucking Alaskan.
Kicks ass, man. Because then
there's a second video that's just like mountain nature footage, like
it's not even like the
trees and shit.
Like it's just nothing. Like it's just nature shots.
Yeah, it's just nature shots, and it's on their official channel, so it's like an alternate music video.
Because those nature shots are fucking obscenely gorgeous. Like
yeah. Well, it's like I'm sure it's still Alaska, because they're from Alaska. They're from Alaska. Wasilla.
Your mama's got nothing on me.
But I messaged you because I knew you guys were gonna go see Portugal the Man when they came in Norfolk, and I messaged you, Conrad. I was like, grab me a poster if you can, because
did you? I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, you probably didn't, because you like never check your Facebook, I'm sure, or at least messages, or like you don't keep up with it as much as everyone else does.
Right.
But I was just like, man, this motherfucker didn't even look at his messages. Like I would have paid him. I was like, I'll pay you through whatever you want. Just give me a poster, because I'm sure they'll have like a. Because a lot of musicians do like posters for each venue. Like Black Keys did one for their Richmond show, which St. Vincent opened for.
I think I feel like Portugal the Man definitely has a lot of unique posters because like their album covers and shit are all drawn by one of the members.
Well, usually what people do, they'll get local artists to do like posters for each venue. Sometimes.
I don't think that happens for the Norva, really.
You don't know. Like there's a lot of local artists. Although the only one I can think of is the guy who illustrates Mr. Toast, Todd Webb. I don't know what his
shit about local artists, man. I
know they started going to local music festivals.
I flipped through
there's one coming up called Lava Music Festival. I think it's in Richmond. I don't know, but like Of Montreal and like some other bands are headlining. Because I guess Of Montreal is from around here.
I mean, I guess I do know one local band, Day of the Beast, because my mom's friends with them.
True.
They're not bad. They're a blackened thrash metal band. They sound like if Slayer had black metal vocals.
Oh. Interesting.
They have one pretty great song called "He Who Shuns the Light," which you can probably find on YouTube somewhere. That's the only song by them I would really like. Really recommend.
Oh, word.
He who shuns the light.
While we're speaking of a local artist, shout out to Kid Frankie, Kush That Smokes So Good. The best.
I thought you were being serious for a second, and I was like, oh shit.
No, man.
Oh
everyone
God.
in the world needs to listen to Kush That Smokes So Good.
Oh yes.
It goes like
Link
this.
that in the.
It goes, Kush That Smokes So Good. Kush That Smokes So Good.
good.
All you niggas smoking mids, and that ain't good.
God.
Kush That Smokes So Good.
It's like a
So
beat from
good.
some other more popular song. Like
I thought it was just like
Jesus.
some generic like.
no, it's from a
It's
really
probably a
good-
sample.
It's just like straight up a wholesale beat from another song, and then he's like, just the worst lyrics, worst rapping.
It's like the-
headset microphone.
Yeah,
fucking
exactly. It's like
recorded.
man.
so lo-fi.
If you ever smoked Kush that was so good, you'd understand.
Kush That Smokes So Good.
Kush That Smokes so
Speaking of
good.
that, Conrad, what if I got you marijuana? Oh God,
What?
would you smoke that? So good.
I don't know. Maybe.
I feel like you're the first person to ever actually offer Conrad.
He's
marijuana.
offered me a number of times actually. He was saying that when he came back, he was gonna get me super high.
But I feel like
Wow.
that's not kosher to do.
I mean, I don't care. But
Get Conrad.
it'd all
Baked,
be like a time
bro.
and place thing.
Blazed.
Bake him a
You'd
cake.
have to have a plan.
I mean, I'll like make sure you don't. Oh God, what did I do?
Oh, by the way, next time on Digi
man.
Bros.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Peach now.